Excessive use of force refers to situations where law enforcement officers or other individuals in positions of authority use more physical force than is reasonably necessary to accomplish a lawful police or enforcement objective. In the United States, claims of excessive use of force are often evaluated under the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures. The assessment of whether the use of force was excessive involves several elements. Number one, objective reasonableness. The central element in assessing excessive force claims is the standard of objective reasonableness. This standard was established in the U.S. Supreme Court case Graham versus Connor in 1989. It considers whether the officer's actions were reasonable in light of the facts and circumstances confronting them at the moment, without the benefit of hindsight. Factors to consider include the severity of the crime, whether the suspect poses an immediate threat to the safety of the officers or others, and whether the suspect is actively resisting arrest or attempting to evade arrest by flight. Number two, severity of the crime. The seriousness of an alleged offense can impact the assessment of whether the use of force was reasonable. Generally, more force may be deemed reasonable in response to more severe crimes. Number three, immediate threat. The presence of an immediate threat to the safety of the officer or others can justify the use of force. The evaluation considers whether the individual posed an immediate threat at the time the force was applied. Number four, resistance and attempt to evade arrest. Whether the individual was resisting arrest or attempting to flee can also impact the assessment of the force used. More force may be deemed reasonable if the individual was actively resisting or trying to evade arrest. Number five, totality of circumstances. The evaluation of excessive force claims considers the totality of the circumstances, meaning all factors relevant to the situation at hand. This comprehensive approach ensures that the assessment is nuanced and considers all aspects of the incident. Number six, officers' conduct and decision-making. The conduct and decision-making of the officer before, during, and after the incident are also considered. This includes whether the officer escalated the situation unnecessarily or failed to explore alternative, less forceful options when feasible. Now I want to talk about examples of excessive use of force. They include instances such as physical violence beyond what is required to subdue a suspect, such as repeated striking or hitting, use of weapons such as firearms or tasers in situations where they are not warranted, failure to de-escalate a situation or use non-violent tactics when appropriate, applying force to vulnerable areas of the body, such as the head or neck, which may result in severe injury or death, continuing to use force after a suspect has been subdued or is no longer resisting. It's essential to work closely with an experienced attorney who practices civil rights law or police misconduct cases to, for the most part, gather evidence, build a strong case, and navigate the complexities of the legal system. If you've been a victim of excessive force and want to be made whole again, call our office now.